Radhe Radhe everyone, welcome back to my channel Aspirants Horizon. So today I have come up with an video in which I will be telling you like what are the important chapters in quant and reasoning, and if we will do these chapters like properly and to the advanced level, we will surely like clear the sectional cutoff for quant and reasoning. And if you are someone like me who is like weak in quant, like my quant is very weak and reasoning is like okayish, I can do reasoning, but in quant I get like kind of worried always when I see questions. It takes time for me to like interpret the question and to further solve it. So for a person like me, I think these are the chapters which we can do, and these will help us to clear our cutoff. So as you all know, the cutoff is around last year is 7.5, and in 2023 it was 4.5. So earlier it was easy to clear the cutoff, like 4.5 is like easy, you can easily do 4 5 questions with accuracy in quant. But now, as you all know, in coming years also cutoff will increase. If not increase, it will stay around 7.5 or 8 because vacancies will be less. So yes, this should be in our mind that cutoff should will be around 7 to 8. So we have to prepare accordingly, and our focus should be around attempting at least 10 to 12 questions with accuracy, and if one or two gets wrong, so we'll be like almost near the cutoff. So these are the chapters that I have like gathered. First is number series. Every year I have seen, last year also there were like 3 to 4 questions on wrong number series, and like before that year also every year there are like 3 to 4 questions on number series. So with this, if 3 questions will come, so we are like done with 3 questions here in number series. Let me write it here. In quadratic equations, last year there was no question, but yes, quadratic equation is also a very hot topic, and it's there like in every year, but not all on the like previous year. So, 1 to 2 question is there on quadratic equations also. Let's take one question. In partnership, one question is there, and partnership is a easy chapter. You just have to understand the question and you have to attempt the question. That's it. There is no formulas or anything, so you can do that. In ages and averages, there can be like one question together or maybe two, but let's take one question. Ages and averages also very like basic concepts. If you'll just go through the concepts and solve the question, you will get to know the basics, and after that you can attempt some questions on that. In mixture and allegations, there are always one question that is like asked, and mixture and allegation is, I won't say is a easy chapter, but it's kind of moderate, and you need practice, guys. It's all about practice. If you practice good, then you will be like able to like attempt questions. These are the chapters that are like easy and you can do it, like for an average student, because I am considering myself as average student in quant, like below average I guess in quant. So that's why I'm taking all these are the small chapters, and if you attempt one question from these, you will be like able to clear the cutoff at least. My main focus is just to clear the cutoff in quant because I know this is the only hurdle which will like restrict me in clearing my phase one. So I have to prepare accordingly. In simple interest and compound, 1 to 2 questions are there, but let's take one question. If you'll prepare this chapter, one question will be there. In profit and loss also there is one question. Time and work also there is one question, and in mensuration also there is one question. In percentage and proportion, direct questions can be asked from these chapters, but these are kind of rare. And I'm not saying that they are not asking, they have asked earlier, but these chapters will be useful in solving DIs. So if you know the basic of these, the basics of percentage and ratio will be used in your profit and loss, your time and work, your simple interest. So these like two chapters are important. You cannot skip these. You have to like know the basics of these chapters in order to solve all these like all these chapters. So yes, percentage and proportion is important for DI. And earlier I was of the thought that I will not go for DI because DIs are like very difficult and they are very time consuming. But I have realized one thing, that they will ask three DIs, and I have seen one DI is like of like moderate nature and you can solve it if you'll put some time. I'm not saying that you should focus on DI only. First do these chapters and practice DI simultaneously, so that if in examination by luck you will able to like crack one DI and there are like five questions. If you'll able to crack one DI and in one DI there are five questions, and you will solve accurately these questions, then your 5 marks is there and you will be done with your quant cutoff. So this is a very big advantage to those who are like good in DI. If you can solve DI like a pro, then it's it's like amazing. You guys can clear your con cutoff, and if you will have practice these chapters also, then easily you can get like above 10 plus marks is like easily you can get. But I'm not like in those category in which I'm confident in solving DIs, because my main problem is I'm very like, it takes time for me to like read and to understand everything in DIs. But I will do one thing, I will just practice 1 to 2 DI questions every day, so that if by luck or by any chance I will be able to solve any one DI in the examination, this will be a win-win situation for me. So if you'll count here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 marks that you can like target here. But yes, sometimes you will find that it will not be like this, that you will, whatever question you will see in the examination you will be able to solve it. So it's better to solve these minimum chapters only, but solve these with like proper, like become a pro in these chapters, so that if any question will come you will be able to like clear your cutoff at least, guys. Because this is the strategy for those who are like weak in cons. But if you're good in cons, I think for you like clearing sectional cutoff is not a big thing. You can solve one DI and 4 5 questions from here and you will be done with con. So this is my strategy for DI, and these are the important chapters that I will be covering. And I think most of you will do this only. And other strategy will be solving DIs, like like clearing the cutoff first and then solving other questions. Some students do this also. So it's on you guys, it's on your practice. Attempt mocks, you will understand like what chapters you are good at and what strategy you should follow in the examination. Let's move forward to reasoning. So these are the chapters like for reasoning. So yes, one big section here is of puzzle. 40 to 50%, 40 to 50% of the questions in reasoning is from puzzles only, and it's like same like DI. If you are good at puzzles, your reasoning cutoff is also sorted. But many students I have seen, they like waste time. They are good at puzzle, they are able to solve puzzle when they are giving mock in their home, but in the exam time they are not able to solve it. So these are the situations also. So you have to prepare yourself accordingly. Like if you are not able to solve puzzle, then you have to focus on these chapters, because these chapters carries another 50% weightage of your reasoning section. So yes, let's talk about input and output. Direct 5 questions will be there, and you can easily get 5 marks here. These input output question are from like moderate to difficult level. I have seen they're not very easy, but yes, if you practice good amount of questions, you can solve it. It's not like they're not doable; they are doable, and you will get around 5 questions in this. In syllogs also you will get 3 to 4 questions. Reserved syllogism is also there, and from the conclusions you have to like tell what is the right statements. This is the pattern, like new pattern that I have seen here. So 3 to 4 questions can be asked here. And in input output and coding decoding, one of these chapter will be asked in one shift. Both of these chapter will not be asked. If in exam input output questions are there, then coding decoding will not be there, and if coding decoding is there, then input output will not be there. So prepare for these two properly, because if not, if in the shift you have like covered only input output, and by bad luck you won't get questions of input output, then your 5 questions, like 5 marks will be like lost. So prepare this chapter like properly, because you will in one shift you will get input output, and another shift you will get coding decoding. Next is blood relation. This will be asked in like every shift. Easy chapter. Direction sense. Inequalities, like I would say it's a very easy chapter. You have to focus on the coded inequalities and all the latest pattern, like new pattern questions. uh, you have to practice, and you can easily clear that cutoff. And sitting arrangement is also kind of, I won't say very difficult, but yes, they are kind of moderate to difficult. Not everyone like is able to solve the questions on sitting arrangements. Next is alphanumeric series, data sufficiency, and critical reasoning. For critical reasoning, guys, I must say that you need to be like pro in this, because if you'll attempt wrong options from here, you will like you will get negative marking. So practice a lot in critical reasoning, so that you know how to like attempt a question, what answer should be there out of the options. So yes, this is all for the reasoning. I guess, guys, cutting reasoning cutoff is easy, but I mean, those who are weak in quant, in your focus should not be like clearing cutoff only, because in quant you will only clear cutoff, but we have to cover the overall cutoff also. For that, get a control over reasoning, get a proper practice on reasoning, so that you get more marks than cutoff. Like at least target 20 plus marks in reasoning, so that you will be like not 20 is less, I guess. Like try to get more marks in reasoning, so that you will be able to clear your overall cutoff, because overall cutoff, clearing overall cutoff is also important. This is for just for those who are weak in quants. Just focus on clearing cutoff of quant, and focus on getting more marks than sectional cutoff in reasoning, so that you will be able to clear your overall cutoff. So yes, guys, this is for content reasoning, and I will come up with English also, like how to prepare English in the upcoming videos. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much.